Sports Network.
Who's got the rocket launcher? I say we blow it up. Now fire that thing.
It's for the city of sports, playing with a giant Nick. With my man S. God.
That's him.
You feel the vibe?
That's me.
We going live.
That's us.
That like button shared, you been subscribed.
Stadium.
That MetLife, Big Blue, home of the Braves.
Yeah.
That turnpike, you can see that's where the game's played. NFL one day, then it's the NBA. Madison Square Garden, that's where the Knicks play. This that NY Logan, no it don't get broken. Legalize mean this shit smoking. I'm on topic, dropping another episode. The game winner, trade, maybe a field goal. Everybody right now doing the wave. You tune in the show called TheMan-Cave. I see the chat, they always doing their thing. Big views, 85-inch screen. The game's on, you rush and bleed, made calm. You on the road and chill, do the watch along. The show's on, the host, you know it's S-God. It's no telling the panel filled with guest stars. You're now rocking with the voice, you know who it is. It's your boy J Boogie. You're now rocking with my man S-God. I support him to the fullest, you heard? My man Mike Blaze. This is Alter Production. What that mean? We about to alter everything that's playing. Tune in. My man S.God. Support the show. Subscribe, share it. Most importantly, hit that like button.
What's good? What's good? Salute to the orange and blue sky. Salute to the Knicks Nation. You already know what it is, man. It's Knicks basketball tonight. Thank you guys for tuning into the Man-Cave podcast, courtesy of the Big Blue Crew Sports Network, bringing you this live stream of Knicks basketball tonight. Tonight, the Knicks face the Toronto Raptors at Madison Square Garden. Knicks coming in this season 18-10 on the season, won their last 3 games in a row. Jalen Brunson had 39 points in his last outing against the Pelicans. Knicks won that game 104-93. Knicks had to come from behind a little in that game, but they pulled out the win and they got the dub, man. So that's all that matters. 18-10 on the season. And the Knicks welcoming the Toronto Raptors, man, coming in this season at 7-22 on the season. They have lost 7 in a row. So Knicks, let's make it 8 in a row. I think the Raptors, no Emmanuel quickly has been out for a minute, and RJ Barrett was out with the illness, but I think he may play tonight, or I'll see if he's going to play tonight or not. If not, it will be another game where RJ Barrett sits out with an illness. But the Knicks come in this game as a 14-point favorite in this game against the Toronto Raptors, who are struggling in this rebuild for them. But hey, man, as for the Knicks, man, hey, these are wins that we got to keep getting and keep stacking up, man. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, this Knicks coming into the soft part of their schedule. So, hey, all these win counts, man. We got to take advantage of these wins and, you know, get this record up. We 18-10 is like, you know, for third in the East, which is good. But I want to be up to like number 2 and stuff like that, and possibly up to number 1. But, you know, that'll come at a different time when we face those Boston Celtics and stuff like that, and the Cleveland Cavaliers. You know, so should be a good game, man. But if this is your first time to my channel, to the Man-Cave podcast, please hit that like and subscribe button. Also share this on all social media platforms. I want to thank everybody from Twitter, YouTube, and all social media platforms for tuning in, man, and tapping in. And looking at the lineups, look like RJ Barrett will be back tonight. He'll be playing tonight. So that should boost the Raptors tonight. You know, RJ Barrett and Scotty Barnes, you know, 2 of their key pieces. You know, quickly, I think it's still out. So, but Barrett back in the lineup will surely help the Toronto Raptors. As for the Knicks, man, the Knicks have been playing some good basketball. Like I said, it's been a little bit inconsistent as far as on the defensive end, not so much the offensive end. Scoring has not been a problem for the Knicks. Only thing is they fall in love too much with a little 3-point shooting sometimes, and they shoot a lot of 3-point shots when I think they should just, you know, limit the 3-point shooting and take it more inside for the middies or the, you know, 2-point conversions and stuff like that, higher percentage shots. And it also looks like the Knicks signed Larry Shamet, man. So he will be in uniform. He's available to play tonight for the Knicks. Give the Knicks another shooter off the bench for more depth. So that's a good thing for us to see, man. So I can't wait to see this game tonight. Larry Shamet makes his debut tonight. I don't know if how much he's going to play because, you know, he is coming back from an injury. So we'll see and stuff like that. So the tip-off will be coming up soon after the commercial break and stuff like that. So hopefully, like I said, Knicks get this dub, go to 19-10 on the season. Like I said, these are the wins that we have to have. These are wins we got to stack these wins up. Let's get it. Let's go Knicks. Like I said, I want to see some coming out. I want to see some energy. Knicks come out with energy. I want to see them also take it to the Raptors early in the first quarter, man, and keep the foot on the gas and don't look back. Because if you let this Toronto Raptors team hang around, man, you're going to be in for a fight most of the game and stuff like that because they do have capable scorers on this team. So if I'm the Knicks, I'm looking to lock down on defense, tighten up the defensive screws, and also make some shots, man, because all it is in NBA basketball today is just making shots. The shots are there, high percentage shots, they're there. You just got to make the shots. Defense is not too much defense being played compared to back in the day. So guys are getting a lot of good, easy looks, and guys are selling for 3-point shots, So hopefully, like I said, man, Knicks coming as a 14-point favorite, man. Let's get this dub. I don't care. They win by 14. They win by 20, 8, 9, as long as we get the dub. But, you know what I'm saying? Can't take a L right here, man. At home, Madison Square Garden. Let's protect the home court. Let's keep it going. Let's grind it. Let's get this dub. Knicks, you know how it is. Blue and orange skies all day. And also, please go subscribe to the Big Blue Crew Sports Network. The link is in the chat. Our one centralized location for all of our contents, man. Basketball, football, baseball, boxing, UFC, MMA, soccer, wrestling, and also I think NASCAR and fishing is coming soon. So, hey, man, this is your one-stop shop for everything. So make sure you go subscribe to the network. It's right there. The link is in the chat. And also, man, go subscribe to all the members of the Big Blue Crew Sports, myself, the Man Cave Podcast, Big Pat Sports Talk, G Nation Inside Sports with Big Lou, Unpopular Opinion Sports with NYG, Coach Ed Gladney's Amazing World of Sports, Classified 3F with Joel, Miz in the Midday, Wales to New Jersey, Big Blue in the Bronx, Mac the Giants fan, Zion Zenith, Leaf Diggy, Mets 21-28, El Capitan Rafa Chudo. Also welcome the newest members, Miss Trina, also Delay of Game Crew, TP Way the Giant, and Deception as well, and many, many more members of the Big Blue Crew Sports Network. So please go and like and subscribe. Getting ready for tip-off right now. Knicks and the Raptors from the Garden. Man, Karl Anthony Towns has been like a bull this season, man, with double-doubles, man. Guys coming in averaging like, I think, leading NBA in rebounds at 13.9, man. He's been a beast on the boards this season for the Knicks. The Knicks can have asked for a better, trade with Julius Randle and Karl Anthony Towns, man. Also, that game in Minnesota, he had a great game, homecoming game against the Minnesota Timberwolves in his return to his homecoming. He finished that game with 32 points and 20 rebounds in that game in a Knicks blowout. Knicks romped in that game 133-107, man. So hopefully we can see another game like that tonight, man. Knicks shooting. Hopefully shooting is on. Knicks are hot. Knicks come out hot in this game and just start cooking these Raptors, man. OG Anunoby, this is going to be another emotional game for him too, playing against his former team, the Raptors. He got traded to the Knicks last year. Actually, like close to New Year's Day, like December 31st, man. So I'm pretty sure he has a little bit of emotions and stuff like that. But so far, the Knicks have beaten the Raptors, each time. So hopefully that continues. That trend continues, man. Let's get this dub. Like I said, Raptors coming in this game 7-22 on the season, losers of 7 in a row. And also on the road, they are 1-12 away from us, Scotiabank Arena in Toronto. So let's make it 1-13 on the season on the road in this game against the Knicks. So from the Knicks, what I'm looking for in this game, looking to see how Jalen Brunson and the Knicks come out. As far as in the first quarter, man, let's limit the turnovers, you know what I'm saying? Take care of the basketball and make some precise passing and stuff like that. And also shots. If we can make some shots, man, get out to an early lead, man, that'll bode well for us in this game, man, against the Raptors. Just get right into it with these guys, man. Let's take it to these guys. You heard? Knicks, let's go. Let's get it. Like I said, the Knicks, I think Knicks play Christmas Day. They might be playing the Spurs on Christmas Day. Let me see, what time is that? Playing the Spurs. This is going to be a slate of games on Christmas Day, man. I think it's going to be like games. Knicks play the Raptors Christmas Day at noon. It's going to be, the Spurs. They play the Spurs at noon. So the Knicks will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games on Christmas Day. The Knicks are the first game against the Spurs in New York. It'll be a home game for the Knicks against the Spurs, followed by Timberwolves and Mavericks at 2:30. And at 5 o'clock, the 76ers and the Boston Celtics will tip off at 5. Then at 8 o'clock will be the LA Lakers against the Golden State Warriors. And the nightcap, the late game, the 10:30 game will be Denver, the Nuggets at the Phoenix Suns. So that's your NBA slate for Wednesday. Knicks Spurs at 12, Timberwolves Mavericks at 2:30, 76ers Celtics at 5, Lakers Warriors at 8, Nuggets and Suns at 10:30. Thank you guys for tapping in, man. Let's watch this live watch stream. Knicks versus the Raptors. Blue and orange skies. You already know what it is, what time it is, man. Let's get this dub. Thank you guys for tapping in, man, to the Man Cave podcast, courtesy of the Big Blue Crew Sports Network. I want to thank everybody watching from YouTube and Twitter. Also, from if you're on Twitter, if you want to subscribe to my channel, man, just please hit the watch thing and also go in there and just subscribe to the network, man. It costs you nothing, man. It's free to subscribe to the Big Blue Crew Sports Network as well as the Man Cave podcast. Bringing you Knicks contents like this all the time. Also Duke basketball and also New York Giants and also NFL games on Sunday as well, streaming all day. Speaking of that, it's going to be streaming tonight at 8:15 for the Monday night game between the Saints and the Packers. That'll be on the Big Blue Crew Sports Network with Big Pat and Lou. All right, the starting lineups will be Scotty Barnes, Grady Dick, RJ Barrett, Ochai Agbaji, and Scotty Barnes. Neymar, what's good, bro? Thanks for tapping in. You already know what it is, blue and orange skies. Yes, sir. Let's get this dub. Got to get this dub. We'll see what Karl Anthony Towns in this game. Like I said, he had a good game against the Raptors 3 weeks ago when he had the winning shots towards the end and stuff like that to seal the victory for the Knicks. So let's go. Let's get another dub tonight, man. Like I said, don't play around with this team. Just take it to these guys, man. Let's go get at these guys real early and get an early lead. RJ Barrett, an emotional game for him coming back to New York, you know what I'm saying? So it's always good seeing Barrett back in New York, man. You know, homegrown talent, him, Emmanuel Quickly and stuff like that. Like I said, Quickly is out tonight, I believe, with the still out with an injury. So Barrett will be in the lineup tonight, man. Playing his former team as well as OG Anunoby playing his former team. So it should be good. Wales, what's good, bro? Salute. Thanks for tapping in. All right, about to tip it off right now. So it'll be Towns against, let me see, I think Towns will go against Scotty Barnes at the tip-off. Knicks at home against the Raptors. Like I said, Raptors coming in at 7-22 on the season, 1-12 on the road. Not a good road team, man. So Knicks will have to be ready for these guys because the Raptors will come in. They're going to be feisty. They're going to be determined and stuff like that. But let's, like I said, Knicks just got to take care of the basketball, make some shots, and get off to an early lead against these guys. All right. Tip is won by the Knicks. Knicks have the tip. Karl Anthony Towns over to Jalen Brunson. Brunson over to Mikal Bridges. Bridges back to Brunson. Brunson around the Karl Anthony Towns screen. Back to Bridges in the corner to OG Anunoby. Down the lane, OG throws out to Jalen Brunson for the corner three-point shot. No good. Rebounded by RJ Barrett. And here comes the Raptors. Barrett over to Agbaji. Agbaji in the lane. Out to Mbakba. Back to over to Barnes to Barrett, guarded by Jalen Brunson. Barrett in the lane. Shot is up and good. First basket of the game. So RJ Barrett on the scoreboard with the Raptors. Raptors up 2-0 over the Knicks. All right, Knicks with the ball. Towns over to Brunson. Brunson looking, finds Josh Hart. Hart over to back to Brunson. Brunson in the lane to Towns, and it's a turnover. Man, that was an easy basket. See, that's what I'm talking about. Those are unforced turnovers. All right, Raptors with the ball. Barrett inbounds to Scotty Barnes. Barnes over to Mbakwa. Mbakwa back to Scotty Barnes. Barnes guarded by Mikal Bridges in the corner to Obachi. Back to Barnes. Barnes still guarded by Bridges. Barnes posting Bridges up. Barnes in the lane. Up and no good. Rebounded by Towns. Here comes the Knicks. Towns over to Brunson. Brunson in the corner. The elbow to Mikal Bridges for his three-point shot. Good. 3-2 Knicks. All right, Raptors inbound. Barrett inbounds to Grady Dick. Grady over to Mbakwa. Guarded by Towns in the lane. His shot is up. Good and a foul. That was a cheap foul, but see those type of fouls there you go. Towns got to stay away from. Mockbo. So Mockbo be at the free throw line. 4-3 Raptors. His free throws up and is good. 5-3 Raptors. Knicks inbound. Towns over to Brunson. Brunson with the ball across the timeline. Brunson guarded by Agbachi over to Mikal Bridges. Bridges over to OG Anunoby. OG over to Towns. Towns to Bridges in the lane. His fall away jump shot is up. No good. Rebounded by RJ Barrett. Here comes the Raptors. Barrett with the ball. Guarded by Brunson. Barrett in the lane. His shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Towns. Towns out to Jalen Brunson. Brunson on the move. Down the lane. Brunson lays it up. No good. Rebounded by Grady. Here comes the Raptors. Grady with the ball. Grady at the elbow, top of the three-point line. Looking. Down the lane against Mikal Bridges. Fall away jump shot. No good. Rebounded by Josh Hart. Here comes the Knicks. Hart. Down the lane. His shot is up. No good, but he is fouling. He'll be going to the free throw line. Good take by Josh Hart. Almighty Finesse. What's good, bro? What's good? Thanks for tapping in, bro. You already know blue and orange skies. Let's go Knicks. All right. Hart's first free throw is up and is good. 5-4. All right, 9:21 left to go. Early first quarter on this tip-off. And Hart's second free throw is up, and it's also good. We're tied at 5. Josh Hart on the season, 14.1 points a game, 8.2 rebounds a game. You know, it looks like 8.2, but he looks like he get like 12, 13 rebounds a game. All right, Raptors inbound. Barnes inbounds to Grady, back to Barnes. Barnes across the timeline, guarded by Bridges. Barnes out to Grady. Grady back out to Barnes. Out to RJ Barrett, back to Barnes. Barnes in the lane. Out to Mockbo. His three-point shot from the corner is up. No good. Rebounded by OG Anunoby. Here comes the Knicks. OG over to Josh Hart. Hart over to Karl Anthony Towns. The top of the three-point line. Towns in the lane. And the ball looked like he got fouled, but no call. So it would be Raptors ball. All right. Barnes inbounds to Barrett. Barrett with the ball. Around the Agbachi screen. Barrett looking. Finds Barnes. Barnes over to Mockbo. Mockbo in the corner to Agbachi for his three-point shot up. No good. And the ball is out, and who's going to be Knicks ball? All right, 8:29 left to go. So far, cold shooting for both teams right now. Like I said, Knicks with the ball. Hart inbounds to Brunson. Brunson guarded full court by Agbachi. Over to Mikal Bridges. Bridges guarded by Grady Dick. Over to OG Anunoby. Back to Bridges. Around the Towns screen. Over to Towns. Towns in the lane. His shot is up. No good. Rebounded by the Raptors. Agbachi. Over to RJ Barrett. Barrett down the lane with Mikal Bridges. Lays it up and no good. Rebounded by Josh Hart. Here comes the Knicks. Hart over to OG Anunoby. And deflected out of the Knicks ball. So far, man, a lot of brick lane going up right now. 7:54 left to go in the first quarter. Score is 5-5. All right, Knicks going to inbound. OG Anunoby inbounds the ball. Inbounds to Brunson. Brunson with the ball over to OG Anunoby. OG in a lane against RJ Barrett. Stripped him. Karl-Anthony Towns get the put back up and good. 7-5. Barrett inbounds to Barnes. Barnes to Mokbo in the lane. His shot is up and good. We're tied at 7. Hart inbounds to Brunson. Brunson around the Towns screen. Brunson with the ball. Brunson looking over the Town, and he is fouled. El Capitan, what's good? What's good, Ralph? Thanks for tapping in, bro. Salute. Make sure y'all go subscribe to El Capitan, part of the Big Blue Crew Sports Network, man. He calls all the Raiders games in Spanish, soccer games too, man. So make sure you tap into El Capitan. He also do some fights too, UFC fighting. All right, next with the ball, Josh Hart lays it in off the inbounds pass. 9-7 Knicks. Barrett over to Barnes. Barnes back out to Mokbo. Out to Barnes for his jump shot. Up and no good. Rebound. And it'll be Knicks ball. Slow start right now for both teams, man. Knicks up 9-7. All right, Knicks with the ball inbounds to Jalen Brunson. Brunson over to around a Bridges screen. Over to Bridges. Back to Brunson. Guarded about Mokbo. Over to Karl-Anthony Towns, and there's another turnover. See, this is what I'm talking about. The Knicks got to be careful with the ball, man. They got to be patient with the ball. Towns had a mismatch. All right, so we're going to a timeout on the floor. So far, like I said, very low scoring game. 7-9 Knicks right now against the Raptors. Like I said, a lot of missed shots. Like, shots are there, just missing these shots. These guys got to make these shots. Like I said, if the Knicks was making shots, they probably have like a 12, 14-point lead right now. So got to be careful. Or the Raptors could get hot right now, and then next the Knicks would be down, a deficit. So right now it's anybody's game to take control. All you got to do is just start, whoever's like, because right now both teams are cold. You can find the hot hand, man. Get out to a lead. All right, like I said, so far, man, 9-7 right now. 6:43 left to go in the first quarter. Knicks on a 3-game win streak, coming in at 18-10 on the season. Raptors coming in at 7-22 on the season. Losers of 7 in a row and 1-12 away from home. All right, about to return back to action. Let's say hopefully the Knicks could go on a run right here, man. 30 with what's going on. And so since OG Anunoby been on the Knicks 51 games, the Knicks are 38-13 with OG Anunoby in the lineup and outscoring opponents by 564 points. All right, Raptors inbounds. Look like Davion Mitchell is now in the game for the Raptors, as well as Walton. Okay, over to Barnes. Barnes in the lane. Shot is up and good. So we are tied. Towns inbounds to Brunson. Knicks 3 of 7 from the floor. Raptors 4 of 11 so far to start the game. Brunson over to Bridges. Bridges over to Towns. Towns over to Brunson, and there's a foul on the floor. Look like it's going to be on Mitchell. Davion Mitchell from the Raptors. All right. Knicks inbound. Bridges over to Towns. Towns down the lane, and he dunks it. Good move by Towns. 11-9. All right. Raptors inbounds to Scotty Barnes. His pull-up jump shot is up and good. And we're tied at 11. OG Anunoby inbounds to Brunson. Brunson with the ball over to OG, over to Josh Hart. Josh Hart to Towns. Towns back to Hart. Hart looking down. The OG Anunoby cutting without the ball. Open back door. Good dunk by good look by Josh Hart. 13-11 Knicks. Raptors inbound over to Barnes. Barnes down the lane. And that was Jacoby Walters on the layup for the Raptors. So we tied at 13. Raptors with the ball with the steal. Over to Barnes. Barnes out to Grady Dick. His three-point shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Towns. Out to Josh Hart. Hart with the ball in the corner to Jalen Brunson for his pull-up three-point shot. No good. Rebounded by Makwo. Over to Davion Mitchell to Jacoby Walters, and his shot is up and good. 15-13 Raptors with the lead now. All right, Knicks inbounds to Brunson. Brunson around the Town screen. Brunson in the lane. His shot is up. No good, but he is fouled by Scotty Barnes, and he'll be going to the free throw line. So there's going to be some substitutions in the game for the Knicks coming in. Good take by Karl Anthony Towns 2 possessions ago. All right, Brunson's first free throw is up, and it's no good. And substitution for the Knicks, Precious Achiuwa and Deuce McBride will come into the game. Coming in for Josh Hart and Karl Anthony Towns. All right. Brunson's second free throw is up, and it's no good also. But Precious Achiuwa gets the ball back out to Brunson. Brunson to Deuce McBride for his three-pointer from the elbow. Good. 16-15 Knicks. All right. Raptors inbounds to Grady. Grady with the ball, and he is fouled by OG Anunoby. All right. So 2 missed free throws by Brunson. Got to make these free throws. That's another. Knicks been missing a lot of free throws. All right. Grady inbounds to Davion Mitchell. Mitchell around a Kelly Olynyk screen. Mitchell down the lane. His shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Precious Achiuwa. Achiuwa over to Jalen Brunson. Brunson in the lane. Guarded by Jacoby Walters. Now I switch over to Grady. Brunson in the lane. Shot is up. And no good. Rebounded by Bouchard. And here comes the Raptors. Bouchard over to Kelly Olynyk. Over to Grady Dick. Grady in the lane. Shot is up and blocked by Precious Achiuwa. Deuce McBride with the ball. Deuce pull up three-pointer. Shot up and good. 19-15 Knicks. Timeout on the floor. 3:44 left to go. Knicks with a 4-point lead. That's what the Knicks needed. Good defensive play by Precious Achiuwa on a Grady layup attempt. Blocked the shot into the hands of Deuce McBride on a fast break, and he pull up for a 3-point shot. Knicks need more of that. Knicks need more hot shooting right now. Both teams, like I said, both teams are cold right now. Also, man, please go subscribe to the Big Blue Crew Sports Network. Like I said, they'll be broadcasting the Monday night game between the Green Bay Packers and the New Orleans Saints. That game will be coming on in about 15 minutes. So it'll be streaming on the Big Blue Crew Sports Network as well. So you can go over there and support that as well. Like I said, tap in and subscribe. It costs you nothing. It's free, man. Just hit that subscribe button. Hopefully, like I said, these last 3 minutes and 40 some seconds, Knicks can get some defensive plays, make some stops, and get some baskets, man, and stretch this lead out, man. Let's take control of this game. Finish out the first quarter strong, and also have a strong second quarter going into the half. Like I said, these are the games. Knicks got to get up for these games. Got to get these dubs. When you're playing like the Pistons, the Raptors, teams like, hey, you got to get them. You got to get the dub, man. And these teams, like I said, they're not pushovers, man. So it ain't like you're just gonna walk over these teams because they're gonna be right there. If you let them stick around and hang around, they're gonna make it a game. All right, back to action. It'll be Raptors basketball. All right, Raptors inbound. Some Davion Mitchell to Olynyk, and the pass is stolen by Precious Achua. Achua to Deuce McBride, and his pass is deflected and stolen. RJ Barrett, and here comes Barrett down the lane. His shot is rejected, and it'll be Raptors ball. All right, Raptors inbound the ball. Barrett over to Kelly Olynyk. Back to Barrett. Barrett out to Bouchard for his 3-point shot is up and good. 19-18. Curtis Bouchard with a 3-point shot. All right, Knicks inbounds. Precious inbounds to Jalen Brunson. Brunson with the ball over to Bridges. Bridges back to Brunson. Down to OG and Anunoby down in the post. OG up and in. 21-18. Raptors quickly inbound the ball. Kelly Olynyk over to Davion Mitchell. Mitchell back to Olynyk. Olynyk to RJ Barrett. To Kelly Olynyk. And it's going to be a moving screen. Big Pat, what's up? What's good, Pat? Thanks for tapping in. I know you guys going to be calling that Saints-Packers Monday Night Football game. All right, 2:43 left to go in the first quarter. Substitution for the Knicks. Cameron Payne is in the game now, and Karl Anthony Towns with Deuce McBride, Bridges. All right, Towns with the ball to McBride. McBride out to Mikal Bridges. Back to Deuce McBride. To Bridges in the corner for his 3-point shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Jacoby Walter. And he has the ball over to RJ Barrett. Over to Davion Mitchell, who lays it up and in. 21-20. And Tom Thibodeau calls a timeout. Don't like what he sees. 21-20 Knicks. 2:13 left to go in the first quarter. Probably didn't like the Knicks ball movement or the hustle, like to get back on defense in transition. So Jacoby Walters get on the ground. Get the ball to Davion Mitchell for the layup. Like I said, so far, 1 point Knicks lead. Like I said, Knicks got to start again, making some shots, man, to get this lead, stretch this lead out. Can't play with the Raptors, man. Like I said, they got scores on this team too, man. Barnes, Barrett, Olenek, and also this kid I've seen Jacoby Walters, man. This is the second game I've seen him play against the Knicks, man. He's a very active player, man. He's an aggressive scorer, so they got some players on there. Quickly is out, so. All right. Back to action. Knicks will inbound the ball. Looking to finish out this first quarter strong against the Raptors. All right, Knicks inbounds to Cameron Payne. Payne across the timeline over to Mikal Bridges looking for Karl Anthony Towns over to Towns, and he is fouled, so Towns will be at the free throw line. All right, so Towns at the free throw line. Like I said, Knicks been struggling a little bit at the free throw line, man. Got to capitalize on these free throws. All right, so Towns will step to the free throw line. His first free throw is up, and it's good. 22-20. All right, these are free points at the free throw line. Got to make them, man. His second free throw is up, and it's also good. 23-20. Knicks up by 3. 2:02 left to go first quarter. All right, Raptors inbound. Barrett over to Mitchell. Mitchell with the ball. Over to Barrett. Guarded by Bridges. Barrett over to Bouchard. Bouchard over to Barrett. Barrett to Olenek. Olenek in the lane looking for somebody to cut, and he throws the ball away. Or is it deflected? Yeah, is it deflected? So it will be Raptors ball. So the Raptors will inbound. All right, Barrett looking, inbounding. Over to Olenek. Step back out to Bouchard for another 3-point shot, up and good. Chris Bouchard with his second 3-point shot. All right, Knicks inbounds. Precious Achiuwa over to Mikal Bridges. Bridges with the ball over to Cameron Payne. Payne back to Bridges. Bridges around the Town screen over to Deuce McBride. McBride looking, finds Towns. Towns with Olenek on him. Towns down the lane, lays it up and in. No call. All right, Raptors inbound. Bouchard inbounds to R.J. Barrett. Down the lane, lays it up and in, and a foul. So Barrett will go to the free throw line looking for a 3-point play to finish off the 3-point play and give the Raptors the lead. All right. Barrett's free throw is up, and it's good. 26-25 Raptors. All right, Knicks inbound. Towns over to Cameron Payne. 1 minute left to go in the game. Payne looking over to Towns. Towns down the lane, and he is fouled by Jacoby Walters. So Towns will be back at the free throw line. So Towns will at the free throw line, made his last 2 free throws. All right. Let's see if he can make his next 2. Towns step into the line for his first free throw. First free throw's up, and it's good. Tied at 26. Towns' second free throw's up, and it's also good. 27-26, 1 point Knicks lead. 56 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Raptors inbound the ball. Barrett inbounds to Scotty Barnes. Barrett, Barnes, Kelly Olynyk, And Jacoby Walters and Bouchard's in the game. Barnes with the ball. Barnes looking. Guarded by Bridges. Barnes in the lane. Fall away jump shot up and good. 28-27 Raptors. Knicks inbounds. McBride inbounds to Cameron Payne. Payne with the ball. Pull up 3-point shot up and good. 30-28. Barrett inbounds to Barnes. 2-point Knicks lead. Barnes with the ball. Barnes to Bouchard for another 3-point shot up. No good. Rebounded by Cameron Payne. 9 seconds left to go. Payne looking. Over to Towns. It's guarded by Barnes. Towns fall away 3-point shot. No good. End of the quarter. So that's the end of the first quarter. Knicks up 30-28 over the Toronto Raptors after one. Good quarter by the Knicks to close out the quarter. Like I said, second quarter, you need to finish off strong. Finish these guys off. After one quarter, Mikal Bridges has 3 points. OG Anunoby has 4 points. The high man is Karl Anthony Towns with 10 points. Jalen Brunson hasn't scored yet. Josh Hart has 4 points. Cameron Payne off the bench with 3. And Miles Deuce McBride with 6 points off the bench. For the Raptors, Jonathan Mugbo with 5 points. Scotty Barnes has 6 points. RJ Barrett with 5 points. Off the bench, Chris Bouchard with 6. Davion Mitchell with 2. And Jacoby Walters has 4 points off the bench. And that's your first quarter scoring. Once again, Knicks up 30-28. Like I said, finish off the quarter strong. But like I said, I want to see them with a stronger second quarter coming up. All right. So we'll see what how the Knicks come out in this second quarter. Come out strong, man. All right, so let's see how the Knicks come out, man, in this quarter. Let's go Knicks. I want to see a little run here, 13-2 run, something like that, 11-0 run, hopefully for the Knicks, man, to get out to this lead. All right, started the second quarter. Let me see who ball. Might be Raptors ball. And the Raptors have it. Olynyk over to Barrett. Barrett back to Olynyk. Olynyk looking. Finds Scotty Barnes at the free throw line. Barnes. Pull-up jump shot. Up and good. Tied at 30. All right, Precious Achiuwa inbounds to Cameron Payne. Payne. Looking. Around over to Deuce McBride. McBride. Looking for Karl Anthony Towns being guarded by Barnes. Over to Cameron Payne. Payne back to Precious Achiuwa. Achiuwa in the lane. His shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Olynyk. Olynyk over to RJ Barrett. Barrett out to Scotty Barnes for his 3-point shot up and no good. Rebounded by Deuce McBride. McBride. The ball over to Towns. Towns looking over to Precious Achiuwa. Achiuwa. And he throws the ball away. Turnover for the Knicks. So it'll be Raptors ball. All right, so Raptors will have the ball. All right, Raptors with the ball. Barrett over to Olenek, no good. Over to Deuce McBride. Mikal Bridges with the ball out to Josh Hart for his 3-point shot. No good. Rebounded by Olenek over to RJ Barrett. Barrett in the lane, lays it up and in. 32-30 Raptors. Knicks inbounds. Towns over to Cameron Payne. Payne over to Mikal Bridges. Bridges back to Payne. Payne around the Towns screen. Pull up 3-point shot from Cameron Payne. No good. Rebounded by Boucher. Boucher over to Barnes. Barnes down to RJ Barrett, guarded by Cameron Payne. Barrett in the lane, and he is fouled. So Barrett will be at the free throw line. Two-point Raptors lead, 10-14 left to go, early second quarter. Barrett's first free throw is up, and it's no good. His second free throw's up, and it's also no good. Rebounded by Towns. Towns with the ball over to Payne. Payne with the ball. Payne down the lane. Floater up in the lane, up and good. Tied at 32. All right, Barrett inbounds to Barnes. Barnes with the ball over to Walters. Walters back to Barnes. Out to Olenek. Step back. Looked like he wants to shoot a three. Out to Barnes. Back to Walters, and the ball is deflected, stolen. And here comes the Knicks. Deuce McBride over to Cameron Payne for a pull-up 3-point shot, up and good. 35-32. Raptors inbound. Olenek over to Barrett. Barrett over to Jacoby Walters. Walters with Deuce McBride home. Walters looking for somebody. Over to Barnes. Barnes wants to clear out. Barnes with Josh Hart on Barnes. Turnaround jump shot, up and good. 34-35. Knicks inbound. Deuce McBride over to Josh Hart. Hart with the ball over to Deuce McBride. McBride around the town screen. McBride down the lane, out the corner to Josh Hart. Hart comes in the lane, throws it out to OJ Anunoby, to Deuce McBride, to Cameron Payne for his 3-point shot. No good. And Towns is fouled by RJ Barrett. So the Knicks will inbound. All right, so Payne will inbound the ball. Inbounds to Deuce McBride. McBride around the town screen. Over to Josh Hart. Down to OG Anunoby. Down low, inside. Good. Basket counts and the foul. 37-34 Knicks. Foul is on Grady Dick. So OG will be at the free throw line looking to finish off the 3-point play. All right, OG's free throw is up, and it's no good. Knicks, like I said, Knicks haven't been good at the free throw line, man. This year they've been missing a lot of free throws. All right, Raptors with the ball. Mitchell over to Walters. Walters over to Mokbo. Mokbo with the ball. Mobo over to Davion Mitchell, out to Grady Dick for his 3-point shot. No good. Rebounded by OG Anunoby, and here comes the Knicks. OG up ahead to Cameron Payne. Payne down the lane, lays it up and in, and a foul. 39-34. 5-point Knicks lead. Payne will be at the free throw line to finish off the 3-point play. And Payne's free throw's up, and it's good. 40-34. 6-point Knicks lead. All right, Raptors inbound. Battle inbounds. Inbounds to Davion Mitchell. Mitchell with the ball over to Grady. Grady around a Mokbo pick. Shot is up and is no good. Rebounded by OG Anunoby. Here comes the Knicks. OG over to Karl Anthony Towns. Towns down the lane. Shot is up and good and a foul. So Towns will be at the free throw line for the and one. So Towns will be at the free throw line for the 3-point play. The free throw's up and it's good. 43-34, 9-point Knicks lead, 7:55 left to go in the second quarter. Knicks making some shots now. All right. Mopo inbounds to Davion Mitchell. Knicks on a 13-2 run in the last 2:15. That's what I'm talking about. Need some more runs like this. Mitchell guarded by Hart. Mitchell looking in the lane out to Grady Dick. His 3-point shot is up and no good. Rebound by Cameron Payne. Over to Josh Hart, and here comes the Knicks. Hart with the ball. Over to OG Anunoby for the dunk. 11-point Knicks lead. Timeout on the floor. Knicks on a 15-2 run to take control and stretch their lead out to 11-point Knicks lead. This is what I'm talking about. This is what you got. Knicks so far having a strong second quarter, man. This is what you got to do. Have a strong second quarter. Like I said, limit your turnovers, take care of the ball, push the pace, and like I said, get some easy baskets, and that's what the Knicks are doing. Not selling too much for the 3-point shots. So the Raptors got to talk. Raptors got to talk it over. Also on the network, man, make sure you go check out my man Leaf Diggy in there with doing Nets visual right now. Nets at Heat. So they also on the Big Blue Crew Sports Network, and go tap into that, support that, and subscribe to his channel as well, Leaf Diggy. And also, like I said, G Nation Inside Sports right now doing the Monday night football game between the Saints and the Packers. So you can go and tap in and also subscribe there too. All right, like I said, Knicks coming out in the second quarter with some energy, man. That's what they got to do. Come out with some energy. All right. So Raptors will inbound the ball. Hopefully, like I said, Knicks could play some more tough defense. Raptors inbound. Agbachi inbounds to Scotty Barnes. Barnes with the ball over to Agbachi. Agbachi back to Barnes. Barnes down the lane out to Grady Dick in the lane. His shot is up. No good and a foul. So he'll be at the free throw line. 11-point Knicks lead. Raptors will be at the free throw line looking for two. Grady's first free throw's up, and it's good. 45-35. Second free throw is up, and it's also good. 45-36. 9-point Knicks lead. All right, it's Knicks inbounds. Cameron Payne inbound to Josh Hart. Back to Cameron Payne. Payne with the ball around the town screen. Payne looking over to OG and Anobi being double team. OG back to Cameron Payne to Karl Anthony Towns. Back to Cameron Payne for his 3-point shot up and good. 48-36. So Cameron Payne, 12-point Knicks lead. All right. Raptors inbounds to Scotty Barnes. Barnes to Mobo, and he travels. So it'll be Knicks ball. This is where the Knicks can open up the game at, man. Just coming down and make some more shots. All right. Brunson's back in the game also. Brunson with the ball over to Cameron Payne around the town screen. Brunson in the lane looking. Throws it out to Josh Hart, and it's stolen by the Raptors by Barnes to Grady Dick, but it's stolen back by OG Anunoby. OG has the ball over to Jalen Brunson. Brunson and Hart. Hart. Cameron Payne for his 3-point shot. No good. Rebounded by the Raptors, starting Scotty Barnes, and here comes the Raptors. Barnes to Grady Dick, and the pass is deflected, and it is Knicks ball. 6:03 left to go in the second quarter. 12-point Knicks lead. Brunson inbounds to Josh Hart. Hart over to Towns. Towns for his 3-point shot. No good. Rebounded by OG Anunoby. OG over to Cameron Payne. To Karl Anthony Towns and right to Josh Hart for the layup. 50-36. 14-point Knicks lead. Barnes inbounds to Jacoby Walters, and he is fouled going to the basket. So Walters will be at the free throw line for 2. All right, so Jacoby Walters step at the free throw line. First free throw is up, and it's good. 50-37. Walters' second free throw is up, and it's also good. 50-38, 12-point Knicks lead. And looks like Mikal Bridges will check back into the game. So the Knicks starters are all in the game, back in the game. Hart, Bridges, Anunoby, Towns, and Brunson. Hart inbounds to Brunson. Brunson with the ball around the town screen. Brunson looking top of the 3-point line. Over to Mikal Bridges. Bridges to Josh Hart. Over to Karl Anthony Towns in the post with Scotty Barnes. Towns in the lane. His shot is up and good. And a foul. 52-38. 14-point Knicks lead. So Towns will be at the free throw line trying to finish off the 3-point play. Towns free throws up, and it's good. 53-38. All right, so Raptors are inbound. Barrett inbounds to Barnes. Barnes with the ball. Guarded by Bridges. Barnes looking. Finds Agbachi down a lane for cutback for the basket, up and good. 13-point lead. Hart inbounds to Brunson. Brunson across the timeline around this town screen. Brunson looking. Still has the ball over to Towns. Towns guarded by Agbachi. Towns down the lane. Lays it up. No good. Rebounded by Josh Hart. Hart with the ball over to Towns. Towns has it. Towns out to OG Anunoby for his 3-point shot, up and good. 16-point Knicks lead, 56-40. All right, Raptors inbound. Barrett inbounds to Barnes. Barnes down lane, and it's stolen by Brunson. And here comes the Knicks. Brunson with the ball out to Mikal Bridges for his pull-up three, up and good. Timeout Raptors, 59-40, 19-point Knicks lead. In, like I said, second quarter, strong second quarter for the Knicks. This is what I'm talking about. Keep going on these runs, man. Like I said, a team like the Raptors, you got to keep taking it to these guys. So Knicks have opened up a 19-point lead. Came into this quarter with a 2-point lead. Now it's a 19-point lead. Knicks in this quarter on a 29-12 run. Big second quarter for the Knicks, man. Big second quarter. Like, this is how they should have came out in the first quarter, but hey, I ain't gonna be complaining. You know what I'm saying? This is just as good too. And looks like in the Monday Night Football game, Packers up 7-0 over the Saints. 7 minutes left to go in the first quarter of that Monday Night Football game. All right. So, like I said, Knicks up 19. Like I said, just got to finish this quarter off strong, man. Finish it off strong going into the half. Up 19. Let's stretch this lead out. I said Raptors coming in this game 7-22 on the season, 1-12 on the road, losers of 7 in a row. Said let's keep it going. Let's give them 8 in a row, man. Knicks need to protect the home court at all costs. Protect the home court, Madison Square Garden. All right, back to action. Raptors ball. Raptors will inbound. Olynyk over to Barnes. 4:16 left to go in the second quarter. Barnes back to Olynyk. Olynyk looking for RJ Barrett. And Olynyk is fouled. So it looked like the Knicks will make a substitution. Might bring in Precious Achiuwa for Karl Anthony Towns. And Achiuwa will check back in for Towns. I think Towns picked up his third foul. Has 16 points so far. All right, Barrett inbounds to Olynyk. Over to Barrett, back to Olynyk. His step back jump shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Precious Achiuwa. Achiuwa with the ball. Over to Jalen Brunson. Brunson. Step back 3-point shot is up. No good. Rebounded by RJ Barrett. Here comes the Raptors. Barrett throws ahead to Barnes and is an offensive foul. Pushing off Jalen Brunson. So it'll be Knicks ball. All right, Knicks inbound. OG inbounds to Brunson. Brunson back to OG. OG to Josh Hart. Hart back to Brunson. Brunson down the lane. Shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Barrett. And here comes the Raptors. Barrett over to Barnes. Barnes to Ogbachi for the layup. 59-42. Timeout on the floor. Knicks. Guess Thibodeau didn't like the defensive transition defense. Knicks didn't get back. Can't be lollygagging, man. Got to make it back. Got to make it back. I want to thank everybody for tapping in from YouTube, Twitter, and all social media platforms, man. Thank you for tapping into the Man-Cave podcast. If this is your first time, man, please hit that like and subscribe button. Also, share this on all social media platforms to the Man-Cave podcast, and as well as subscribe to the Big Blue Crew Sports Network. The link is in the chat. Go subscribe right now on the network. Nets visual with Leaf Diggy doing a Nets in the Miami Heat game. Also, the Monday Night Football game, Packers and Saints, is on right now, so you can go check that out with G Nation Inside Sports. Dewani, what's good, bro? What's good? What's good? You already know, man. Strong second quarter for the Knicks, man. Coming out a little sluggish in that first quarter, but strong second quarter right now to take control of this game. 17-point lead right now, 3:23 left to go in the quarter. In the second quarter, let's stretch this lead out. Orange and blue skies. All right. So it'll be Knicks ball. Like I said, Knicks call a timeout because guys ain't get back on defense in transitions. So let's see what they do. Yep, they already know that's the vibe. Orange and blue skies. All right. 17-point Knicks lead. Knicks with the ball. Bridges inbounds to Brunson. Brunson over to Hart. Hart over to Anunoby. Anunoby down the lane. Looking. Finds Josh Hart. Hart in the corner. Looking. Throws out to Jalen Brunson to Mikal Bridges in the corner for his three-point shot. Up and good. 62-42. Raptors inbound. Barnes over to Barrett. Barrett back to Barnes. Barnes guarded by Bridges. Over to Olynyk. Olynyk looking. Finds Scotty Barnes. Barnes step back jump shot up and good. 62-44. All right, Knicks inbound. Hart inbounds to Bridges. Bridges back to Hart. Hart over to Brunson. Brunson guarded by Olynyk. Brunson in the lane. Out to Precious Achiuwa. Thought about the three. Precious Achiuwa down the lane. His shot is up, no good. Should have been a foul, but no call. Scotty Barnes with the rebound with the ball. Barnes. Fall away jump shot, no good in the lane. Rebounded by Precious Achiuwa. Achiuwa with the ball. Over to Brunson. Brunson guarded by Ubachi. Brunson around the Bridges screen. Brunson in the lane. And he is fouled. So Brunson will be at the free throw line. He missed 2 free throws earlier. So hopefully, like I said, like I said, Brunson hasn't been good with the free throw line this year, man. The other years, he was like Mr. Automatic. All right, I told you he missed his first 2 free throws. This free throw is also no good. So Jacoby Walters will check back in the game for the Raptors to replace Kelly Olynyk. All right, Brunson's second free throw's up, and it's good. 63-44. 19-point Knicks lead, 142 left to go in the quarter. All right, Raptors inbound. Gabachi inbounds. Barnes. Barnes with the ball. Looking. Finds Grady. Grady in the lane. His shot is no good, but he is fouled by Brunson, so he'll be at the free throw line. 19-point Knicks lead. So Grady will be at the free throw line. Shoot 2 free throws. His first free throw's up, and it's good. 63-45. Just like I said, Knicks missing too many free throws at the free throw line, man. Got to make these free throws. All right, his second free throw's up, and it's also good. 63-46, 17-point Knicks lead. All right, Knicks inbound. Josh Hart inbounds to looking for Jalen Brunson. Being double team out to Brunson. Brunson with the ball. Brunson across the timeline around Mikal Bridges screen, and Brunson is fouled by Grady. So Brunson will be at the free throw line. At the free throw line, looking for 2 more points. All right, 17-point Knicks lead. Brunson's first free throw's up, and it's good. 64-46. Brunson's second free throw's up, and it's also good. 65-46. 19-point Knicks lead. Raptors inbound the ball. All right, Barnes inbounds to Abachi. Abachi over to Barrett. Barrett with the ball. Barrett down the lane. Barrett throws it up. No good, but he is fouled, and he'll be at the free throw line. So that'll be Precious Achua's second free throw. Barrett will be at the free throw line. Tyrone Hall, good evening, brothers. Let's go Knicks. You already know. Barrett's first free throw's up, and it's good. First free throw's up, and it's no good. The second free throw is up, and it's good. 65-47, 18-point Knicks lead. Strong second quarter for the Knicks, like I said, to extend this lead. All right, Knicks inbounds. Josh Hart inbounds to Jalen Brunson. 1 minute, 12 seconds left to go in the second quarter, right before the half. Brunson around a Bridges screen. Brunson over to Josh Hart. Hart looking over to OG Anunoby to Precious Achua for a 3-point shot, up and good. 68-47. So 21-point Knicks lead. Abachi will inbound the ball to Scotty Barnes. Barnes with the ball inbounds and takes it all the way down and scores. 67-49. Brunson inbounds to Bridges. Back to Brunson. 19-point Knicks lead. Brunson with the ball across the timeline, guarded over by Bridges' screen, and gets the ball back out to Josh Hart to OG Anunoby, and he travels. So we wrap this ball. 37.9 seconds left to go, right before the half. All right, Raptors with the ball. Abachi over to Scotty Barnes. Barnes to Abachi in the corner to RJ Barrett for his 3-point shot from the corner, up and good. 68-52, 16-point Knicks lead. OG Anunoby inbounds to Jalen Brunson. Brunson with the ball. 21 seconds left to go. Brunson guarded by Abachi. Brunson over to Josh Hart. Hart faked the shot in the lane, lays it up. No good. Rebounded by OG Anunoby, up and good. 70-52. Raptors inbound. Josh Hart deflects it, and it'll be Raptors ball. 1.9 seconds left to go. All right, Barrett inbounds. Looking inbounds to Scotty Barnes. His fall away 3-point shot is no good. And that is the halftime. We're going into halftime. Knicks up 70-52. 18-point Knicks lead. Like I said, strong second quarter by the Knicks. Knicks scored 40 42 points and 40 points in that second quarter over the Raptors, 40-24. Had a strong second quarter. Knicks up 18 points going into the half. I'm about to read you the halftime stats, but before that, a word from our sponsors, courtesy of the Big Blue Crew Sports.
Welcome to the Big Blue Crew Sports Network.
All right, halftime. Knicks up 70-52 over the Raptors. Stats for the halftime score for the Raptors. Jonathan Mokbo with 5 points. Scotty Barnes with 14 points and 5 assists in this game. RJ Barrett has 11 points. Ochai Agbaji has 4 points. Grady Dick with 4 points. Off the bench for the Raptors, Chris Boucher with 6 points, 2 points for Davion Mitchell, and 6 points for Jacoby Walter. The overall shooting for the Raptors in the first half, 20 of 39 for 51%. 3-point shooting, 3 of 10 for 30%. Free throw shooting, 9 of 12 for 75%. Raptors have 15 rebounds and 12 assists, and they have 8 turnovers in the game. For the New York Knicks, Mikal Bridges has 9 points. OG Anunoby has 13 points. Karl Anthony Towns with 16 points. Jalen Brunson has 3 points. Josh Hart with 6 points. Off the bench, Precious Achiuwa has 3 points. And the high man off the bench is Cameron Payne with 14 points in this game of 3 of 6 from 3-point shooting. Also, Deuce McBride has 6 points off the bench for the Knicks. So Knicks getting some good contribution off the bench. Overall shooting for the Knicks, 24 of 43 for 56%. 3-point shooting, 10 of 20 for 50%. Free throw shooting, 12 of 16 for 75%. Knicks have 21 rebounds, 17 assists, and 8 turnovers in the game. So, like I said, good, strong third quarter for the Knicks. This is where the Knicks took control of the game in the second quarter. After the first quarter, the score was 30-28, but second quarter, the Knicks outscored the Raptors 40-28 to take a 18-point lead. Knicks outscored the Raptors 40-24 in that second quarter. Looking at some other scores around the league, other NBA scores. Houston at the end of the third quarter up 92-66 over Charlotte. Halftime, Cavs up 60-56 over the Jazz. Celtics and Orlando are tied at 69 apiece. Third quarter, Philadelphia up 79-71 over San Antonio. Also, halftime, Minnesota up 55-52 over the Hawks. Halftime, the Miami Heat with a 1-point lead over the Brooklyn Nets, 58-57. And second quarter, Milwaukee up 49-31. 5:53 left to go in the second quarter. Milwaukee up over the Bulls. Also, second quarter, the Clippers and the Grizzlies tied at 41 apiece. 7:05 left to go in the second quarter. Also, second quarter, OKC up 42-37 over the Wizards. 8:50 left to go in the second quarter. And in the first quarter, Dallas up 16-13 over Portland. 6:56 left to go in the first quarter. And the 3 late games, Phoenix at Denver and Indiana at Golden State. That's a 10 o'clock game. And then the last game, the 10:30 game, would be the Detroit Pistons against the LA Lakers. Also, Monday Night Football, Saints and the Packers. Packers up 7-0 over the Saints. Start of the second quarter on the Monday Night Football game. So far, good over here, man. Knicks up 18 right now. Knicks taking care of business right now. Like I said, third quarter. And then they could have even more of a strong third quarter. They could put this game away real fast. So, like I said, the Knicks come out with the same intensity like the way they did in the second quarter. They could cruise on to victory in this game, man. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah, yesterday was doing all day football, man. NFL streaming games, Giants and Falcons game. Then the Vikings and Seahawks, and then the late game was the Cowboys and the Bucks. Mm, 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 mm. Looking at some little highlights going on. Like I said, Celtics had control of this game against the Magics, but the Magics, like I said, they're a scrappy team, man. They don't fought back, man, to make this a game. Joel Embiid gets a technical, not happy, and Joel Embiid looked like he got tossed in the Sixers game. Mm, 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 mm. So the Nets and the Miami Heat, man, doing their thing. Mm, mm, mm. So we'll see what halftime adjustments the Knicks are going to. I mean, the Raptors are going to make. The Knicks, like I said, Knicks just got to keep doing what they've been doing, man. Got to keep doing what they're doing. Knicks are winning, bro. Let's go. That's right. Like I said, strong second quarter for the Knicks, man. That's what turned this game around. Because that first quarter, you know what I'm saying, Knicks was like, it was like sleepwalking a little bit, you know, ice cold in that first half of the first quarter. Then the Knicks turned on towards the end of the first quarter. But the second quarter's where the Knicks really took advantage and, you know, took control of the game. Now going into this third quarter, like I said, the Knicks, the first 5-6 minutes, Knicks need to come out strong and go on another run to really put this game away and just coast to the victory and stuff like that, man. Knicks 18-10 on the season, need to go to 19-10 after this game, man. And then, like I said, Christmas Day, they'll play the Spurs in New York. Is a noon game on Christmas Day. Neymar, you already know. Thank you guys, man, for tapping in, man, for this live stream. Knicks versus the Toronto Raptors from Madison Square Garden. Thank you for tuning into the Man Cave podcast, man. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Also share this on all social media platforms, as well as go subscribe to the Big Blue Crew Sports Network. I'm going to throw the link back in the chat right there. Our one centralized location for all of our content. Like I said, right now on the network, you got Leaf Diggy doing the Nets visual right now, Nets versus the Miami Heat. So he's live streaming that game. And then also live stream the NFL Monday night game. G Nation Inside Sports with Big Lou is doing that right now on the network. The Saints versus the Packers. That game is in the second quarter. Like I said, the Packers was up 7-0 over the Saints going into the second quarter. So you can go in and tap in over there. Please hit them like and subscribe button, man. Like I said, it's free to subscribe. Just hit the like and subscribe button on all social media platforms and share it. Nah, it's not you, man. You know, he had to change his form in the offseason. He changed his form before the season started. So that's why it looked like that. But hey, he's scoring the ball, man. You know, as long as he's getting like 15, 18, 20 points, I'm good with it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, everybody's talking about that early in the season, man, when he changed his form and stuff like that, man, on his shot. But it's working. Early on, he was struggling with it, but now it's working. So, hey, we just going to roll with it. As long as you get the baskets and play some good D and get some deflections, keep it coming, man. And let the Knicks keep rolling. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's kind of, that Mikal Bridges form is kind of, when he shoots in the corner, it's almost, I don't know, man. He just shoots it at the top, man. He just shoots it at the top and it's just like, and it goes in. Like I said, yeah, a lot of Nets fans was clowning him early in the season on that, man. His shooting form and all that stuff, man. You know, when he was struggling a little bit, a lot of people was calling him. But now people ain't saying nothing, man. He had 29 the last game, some 20-point games, 18, 19. Hey, for a third or fourth option, that's damn good. Like I said, I just need him and OG to tighten up on them. The OG is a defensive menace. Mikal, like I said, man, they start like locking people down. Yeah, we're really gonna be getting going. It's coming. It's only gonna be a matter of time before they start getting a defensive down pack. Right now, it's just a little miscommunications and stuff like that, man. Getting beat on some pick and rolls and stuff like that. Sometimes, like Karl Anthony Towns, stay too far back, or sometimes these guys not fighting over the screen. So, hopefully, like I said, they'll clean that up. And then we'll see. Like I said, I'm looking forward, like after that All-Star break, to see how how the Knicks really play. Like I said, I want to see some consistency. I want to see some playing with some energy at the beginning of the games. There's a lot of games, man, we're not playing with some energy in the beginning of games, and that's how we falling behind. Fall in love with the 3-point shooting a lot. If the shot if it ain't going in, hey, minimize the 3-point shooting and go inside, man. Get down in the post or get some middies, get some buckets down in there, man. Yeah, Dewan, I know you had a great time at Smoothie King Arena, man. I mean, in that game, the Knicks, I know for the longest the Knicks was trailing in that game, but then when they came back and started winning at the end, it was great, man. When the road team goes in the building and takes over and stuff like that, feels good to the fans, man. Knicks fans out there. Yeah, man. I said the same thing with Robinson, man. If he returns, man, healthy, man, he get back in that starting line to push Towns to the 4, OG back down to the 3, and Mikal at the 2. Yeah, our defense gonna be super tight, man. We're gonna be long, with Robinson and Towns in there. That's a lot of length, and then OG Anunoby got length too, and also Mikal Bridges. So yeah, that's when our defense is really gonna gear up and stuff like that. So right now, these guys are like just playing with each other right now. But like I said, Towns already used to playing with like Gobert and stuff like that. So him playing with Mitchell Robinson shouldn't be no adjustment. All right, start of the third quarter. Raptors inbound the ball. Barrett over to Barnes. Back to Barrett. Barrett in the lane. His shot is up and good. All right. Hart inbounds to Brunson. 16-point Knicks lead early third quarter. Brunson with the ball guarded by Agbaji. Over to Mikal Bridges. Bridges over to Brunson. Brunson looking, finding Towns. Towns on a mismatch with Agbaji. Towns spins in the lane. His shot is up. No good, but he'll be going to the free throw line. Good take, Towns. Yeah, I know y'all chanting MVP when he was at the line at the Smoothie King Center. Yeah, man. Pelicans fans and other NBA fans don't like that, man. We do the same thing here when they come to Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? We go to the Knicks and the Hawks games and stuff like that. So, State Farm Arena is more like Madison Square Garden South. So it'd be more Knicks fans in there anyway in Atlanta. All right, Towns' first free throw is up and is good. 71-54, 17-point Knicks lead. All right. Towns' second free throw is up, and it's no good. Rebounded by Barrett. Man, Barrett is getting a lot of rebounds. Over to Barnes. But he's always been a rebound in the guard anyway. Barnes over to Walters. Walters back to Barnes. Barnes guarded by Josh Hart. Barnes fall away jump shot up and no good. Good defense rebounded by Grady Dick, and it's out of bounds. It'll be Knicks ball. Good defense by Josh Hart. All right, OG inbounds to Brunson. Brunson with the ball. Brunson at the top of the three-point line. Elbow around the OG and an OB screen. Brunson down the lane, guarded by Barrett. Over to Mikal Bridges. His three-point shot is up, no good. Rebounded by Barrett. Here comes the Raptors. Barrett down the lane to Agbaji and is deflected, stolen by OG Anunoby over to Mikal Bridges. Bridges over to Josh Hart. Back to Bridges. Bridges got the ball. Bridges in the corner to Jalen Brunson. Brunson in the lane, and his shot is up and good. 73-54. All right, Agbaji inbounds to Barnes. Back to Agbaji for his three-point shot up. No good. Rebounded by OG Anunoby. OG to Brunson. Brunson down the lane and is stolen by Grady Dick up ahead to Jacoby Walters for the dunk. 17-point Knicks lead. OG inbounds to Karl Anthony Towns. Towns over to Brunson. Brunson over to Josh Hart. Hart looking. Hart down the lane and is off of Josh Hart. It looked like he got fouled from behind, but no call. All right, Raptors inbound. Barnes inbounds to Barrett. Nope. Now's a technical foul on Josh Hart. So the Raptors will be at the free throw line to shoot the free throw, the technical free throw. All right, Barnes at the free throw line. His free throw's up, and it's no good. Ball don't lie. So technical foul on Josh Hart, but Raptors can't capitalize. Still a 17-point Knicks lead. All right, Raptors with the ball. Barrett over to Barnes. Barnes over to Barrett. Barrett, three-point shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Grady Dick. Grady in the lane. Spin move. Lays it up and in, but no good, but he puts it back in. 15-point lead now. All right, Brunson over to Josh Hart. Raptors trying to make a comeback. Hart with the ball. All right, Hart looking, finds Brunson. Brunson around a Hart screen. Brunson now around the Town screen. Brunson down the lane. His step back jump shot is up and good. 75-58. All right, Raptors inbound. Barnes inbounds to Grady Dick over to Jacoby Walters for a corner 3-point shot. No good. And it'll be Knicks ball. Deflected out by Barrett. All right, so Knicks inbounds. OG over to Brunson. Brunson guarded by Ogbachi. He said the ball was deflected. Yeah, the ball was deflected. How was it an 8-second? He crossed the timeline. All right, Grady Dick with the ball in the lane. His shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Towns. Towns over to Mikal Bridges. Bridges in the corner to OG Anunoby for his 3-point shot from the elbow. Good. 78-58. Raptors inbound. Walters inbounds to Scotty Barnes. Barnes. That looked like a walk over the Grady Dick in the corner for his 3-point shot. Up and good. 78-61. All right, Knicks inbounds. Bridges over to Josh Hart. Hart over the timeline. Over to Jalen Brunson. Brunson around the Hart and Town screen. Brunson looking over to Josh Hart. Hart down the lane. His shot is blocked by Scotty Barnes, but he is fouled. So Josh Hart will be going to the free throw line. All right, Josh Hart at the free throw line. Looking for 2. All right, Hart's first free throw's up, and it's good. 79-61. All right, Josh Hart's second free throw is up, and it's also good. 80-61, 19-point Knicks lead. Raptors inbound the ball. Barnes inbounds to Barrett. Barrett with the ball. Over to Barnes. Barnes to him. Barnes with the ball. At the top of the key, over to RJ Barrett. Barrett guarded by Bridges. Barrett in the lane. Spins in the lane, lays it up and in. 80-63. Towns inbounds to Brunson. Brunson. Down lane over to Karl Anthony Towns. Lays it up, no good, but he is fouled and he'll be going to the free throw line. So Towns back at the free throw line. 17-point Knicks lead. Yeah, that was a foul on Barnes. All right, Towns at the free throw line. All right, Towns' first free throw's up and it's good. 81-63. All right, Towns step up for the second free throw. The second free throw is up and it's no good. Rebounded by Ogbachi over to Barnes. Barnes with the ball. Looking. Finds Ogbachi in the lane. Out to Jacoby Walters. Back to Ogbachi for a corner 3-point shot. No good. Rebounded by Josh Hart. Here comes the Knicks. Over to Karl Anthony Towns. Over to Josh Hart. Hart in the lane. Throws it out to OG Anunoby, who saves it to Jalen Brunson. But it's a turnover, so it'll be Raptors ball. All right, Raptors with the ball. Ogbachi over to Barnes. Back to Ogbachi for his 3-point shot from the elbow. No good. Rebounded by OG Anunoby. OG with the ball over to Karl Anthony Towns. Towns in the lane. His shot is up and good. 83-63. Raptors inbound. Barnes over to Barrett. Barrett with the ball, and he is fouled by Jalen Brunson. And a timeout on the floor. 20-point Knicks lead on the floor. 83-63. So far, so good in this third quarter. Still a strong quarter for the Knicks. So it look like the Packers look like they're gonna go up 21-0 over the Saints. All right, Knicks still holding serve here in this third quarter, man. Like I said, this is game got to be a dub, man. These are the type of games we got to get the dub on, man. Games like this, these gimme games. Knicks are in the soft part of their schedule right now. Next up, they'll play the Spurs on Christmas Day. That'll be a 12 noon game. Let me see. I think it's also it might be an NFL game on Christmas Day too. I think the NFL doing some Christmas Day games. Yeah, it's gonna be two games on Christmas Day. Gonna be Chiefs against the Steelers, Ravens against the Texans. All right, back to action. Barrett inbounds to Dick, and he lays it up and in. All right, 85-67. All right, Brunson with the ball in the lane. Brunson's step back jump shot up and good. No rebounded by Towns, put back up and good. 85-65. Raptors with the ball. McBobka over to Walt. Jacoby Walters, his shot is up and good. 85-67. Towns inbounds to Brunson. Brunson over to Mikal Bridges to Karl Anthony Towns. Pull up 3-point shot. Good. 88-67. 21-point Knicks lead. All right. Grady inbounds to RJ Barrett. Barrett. And there's a foul on Brunson. Thought it was an offensive foul, but foul on Brunson. All right, Barrett inbounds to Mokbo. Back to Barrett, guarded by Bridges. Barrett in the lane, and the ball is stolen by Jalen Brunson, and here comes the Knicks. Brunson over to OJ Anunoby, but Brunson is fouled. So we'll see if Jalen Brunson will be at the free throw line or if they're going to take a side out. All right, so it'll be an inbounds. Knicks will inbounds. Bridges looking. Inbounds to Towns. Towns with the ball. at the top of the three-point line. Over to OG Anunoby down in the post. His shot is up, no good, but he is fouled, and he'll be going to the free throw line. Good look by Karl Anthony Towns. 21-point Knicks lead. 5:30 left to go in the third quarter. OG Anunoby at the free throw line looking for two. All right, OG's first free throw is up, and it's no good. And substitution for the Raptors look like Battle will come into the game for the Raptors. And OG's second free throw is up, and it's good, 89-67. All right, Raptors inbound. Barrett over to Mokbo. Mokbo back to Barrett. Barrett up ahead to Battle. Battle in lane to Mokbo. Basket good and a foul. 89-69. So Mokbo will be at the free throw line looking for the three-point play. And the free throw's up and it's good. 89-70 Knicks. 19-point lead. Knicks inbound. All right. Knicks with the ball. Hart inbounds to Brunson. Brunson with the ball. Brunson around the Bridges screen. Brunson looking. And he is fouled by Grady Dick. So Brunson will be back at the free throw line. Hey, if they're just going to be trading baskets for baskets, I'll take it all day, man. Hey, if they're going to score, we can score. Hey, we'll take it. So Brunson will step up to the free throw line for two. 89-70 Brunson. His first free throw is up. And it's good. 90-70. All right, Davion Mitchell coming in the game for the Raptors. For Grady Dick. So Brunson will be at for his second free throw. Brunson's second free throw is up. And it's no good. Rebounded by Mokbo. Out to RJ Barrett. Barrett with the ball. Out to Mokbo. Looking, finds RJ Barrett for a three-point shot up and no good. Rebounded by Towns. Towns throws it ahead to OG Anunoby for the dunk. 92-70, 22-point Knicks lead. Good look by Karl Anthony Towns ahead to OG Anunoby. Raptors inbound. Mitchell over to Barrett. Barrett to Mokbo. Mokbo looking, finds Davion Mitchell. Mitchell around a screen. Out to Barrett in the lane over Karl Anthony Towns. Shot is up, no good. Towns saves the ball. Out to Josh Hart. Hart with the ball. Hart down to Jalen Brunson. Lays it up and in. 94-70 timeout Toronto. 24-point Knicks lead. That's what I'm talking about. Strong third quarter for the Knicks. Stretch the lead out to 24. So Knicks opening up in this third quarter, man. 4:23 left to go in the third quarter. Knicks up 94-70. Look, like I said, others checking out other scores around the NBA. All right. Cavs up 99-88 over the Utah Jazz. End of the third quarter. Also, man, Orlando has come back to take the lead on Boston 100-93. 4:21 left to go in the fourth quarter, man. That's a resilient Orlando bunch right there. Missing Paolo Banchero and Franz Wagner, and still winning. They got a 10-point lead over the Boston Celtics. Also, 3:27 left to go in the fourth quarter. Spurs and the Sixers all tied at 98. 54 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Minnesota up 81-78 over the Atlanta Hawks. And 2:44 left to go in the third quarter. Miami up 76-68 over the Brooklyn Nets. 9:51 left to go. Early third quarter, Milwaukee up 64-50 over the Bulls. Halftime, Clippers up 61-58 over the Memphis Grizzlies. And also halftime, OKC up 67-63 over the Wizards. Early second quarter, 9:42 left to go in the second quarter. Dallas is up 35-31 over Portland. And the score that went final, Houston beats Charlotte 114-101. And like I said, the two 10 o'clock games, Phoenix at Denver, Indiana at Golden State, and then the last game, the 10:30 game, Detroit Pistons at LA Lakers. And also in the Monday Night Football game, Packers up 21-0 over the Saints, 2:45 left to go before the half in that game. So, like I said, right here, got a blowout going on right now. Knicks, like I said, with a 24-point lead, 4:23 left to go in the third quarter. Knicks up 24. Yep, Magic's are beating the Celtics. I just said, just seen that score, man. It's amazing what the Magics are doing without Paulo Banchero and Franz Wagner, man. Those guys played a lot of heart and determination, man. It's like you gotta beat the Raptors all. What is it? Like all 48 minutes of the game, man. Them guys are going to keep coming back, man. They're a resilient bunch. All right, Raptors with the ball. Davion Mitchell over the battle, and he shoots an air ball. It'll be Knicks ball. So Knicks will inbounds. OG Anunoby inbounds to Jalen Brunson. Here comes the Knicks. Brunson, guarded by Mitchell. Brunson over to OG Anunoby. OG with the ball, spins in the lane, step back, jump shot up and good. 96-70. 26-point Knicks lead. Raptors inbound. Barnes inbounds to Mitchell. Mitchell back to Barnes. Barnes. Step back 3-point shot up. No good. Rebounded by Jalen Brunson. Here comes the Knicks. Brunson with the ball. Oh, Brunson in the lane. Brunson in the corner. OG Anunoby for a 3-point shot up and good. 99-70. 29-point Knicks lead. All right, battle. Inbounds to Davion Mitchell. Mitchell down with a 3-point shot. No good. Offensive foul on the Raptors. Knicks have taken control of this game up by 29 points, 3:24 left to go in the third quarter. All right, so Knicks inbounds. Bridges over to Brunson. Brunson with the ball, looking, finds OG Anunoby, guarded by Scotty Barnes. OG with the ball in the lane. OG in the lane. The shot is up and good. 101-70. 31-point Knicks lead. Raptors right back. Barnes comes right back and throws and lays it up and in. 101-72. OG Anunoby has just scored the Knicks' last 7 and 8 points. All right, Bridges inbounds to Brunson. Brunson with the ball over to OG Anunoby. OG over to Mikal Bridges. Bridges back to OG Anunoby for his 3-point shot up. No good. Rebounded by Mokbo. Mokbo over to Scotty Barnes. Barnes down the lane in the corner to Davion Mitchell for his 3-point shot up and good. 101-75. All right, Knicks inbounds. OG Anunoby over to Bridges. 2:21 left to go in the third quarter. Bridges with the ball. Bridges over to Brunson. Brunson with the ball around the pressures of True School. Brunson step back 3-point shot. No good. Rebounded by Barnes. Barnes to Mitchell. Mitchell looking. Finds battle down the lane for the dunk. 101-77. All right, 24-point Knicks lead. Knicks inbounds. Brunson inbounds to Deuce McBride, who's just checked in the game. McBride with the ball. McBride in the corner. OG Anunoby for his 3-point shot from the corner. Good. 104-77. So OG Anunoby's going crazy in this third quarter. Raptors with the ball. Davion Mitchell down the lane, and he is fouled. All right, so the Raptors are inbound. All right, Mitchell inbounds to Barnes. Barnes, 3-point shot, no good. Rebounded by Precious Achua. Precious over to McBride. McBride over to OG Anunoby, over to Brunson. OG Anunoby has 16 points in the third quarter. Brunson with the ball. Brunson in the lane. Brunson out to OG Anunoby for another 3-point shot up. No good. Rebounded by Scotty Barnes. And here comes the Raptors. Barnes with the ball with Jalen Brunson. Barnes' shot is up and good and a foul. So he'll be looking at the free throw line to finish off the 3-point play, 104-79. $106 left to go in the third quarter. Knicks in control of this game. Look like Towns and Cameron Payne will check back into the game for OG Anunoby, who will get a huge ovation. 16 points in the third quarter. And Barnes free throws up, and it's good. 104-80. All right, Towns inbounds to Deuce McBride. McBride with the ball. Guarded by Battle. McBride down the lane and on the baseline. McBride still got Battle with a shot, a floater up and good. 106-80. All right, Battle inbounds to Davion Mitchell. Mitchell throws it over the top to Scotty Barnes for the easy basket. 106-82. Bridges inbounds to McBride. 40 seconds left to go. McBride around the Towns screen. McBride over to Towns. Towns down the lane, and he dunks it, and it goes in. 108-82. Mokbo inbounds to Davion Mitchell. Mitchell over to Battle. Battle looking over to Barnes. Barnes with the ball over to Mitchell. Mitchell looking, throws to Battle. 16 seconds left to go, over to Barnes. Barnes guarded by McBride. Shot is up, no good. Rebound on Precious Achua, and here comes the Knicks. 9 seconds left to go. Precious in the corner to Mikal Bridges from the elbow. 3-point shot up and good. 111-82. Barnes inbounds to Battle. And that is the end of the third quarter. So the Knicks go up 111-82. It stretches the Knicks lead to 29 points from an 18-point halftime lead to a 29-point third quarter lead. Big third quarter for the Knicks. Like I said, Knicks had 2 strong quarters in a row, the second quarter and also the third quarter. Knicks score 40 points in the second quarter. Knicks come back and score 41 points in the third quarter. So, like I said, strong third, 2 quarters of strong quarters for the Knicks, second quarter and the third quarter. All right, so look like the Knicks will be headed to their 4th win in a row, man, to go 19-10 on the season. Like I said, the next game will be against the Spurs on Christmas Day at noon. First of 5 games on the Christmas Day slate for the NBA. Also going to be 2 NFL games on Christmas Day as well. So a lot of sports on Christmas Day, man. And I want to thank you guys for all tapping in for this live watch stream, man. Knicks versus the Toronto Raptors. If this is your first time to my channel, the Man Cave Podcast, please hit that like and subscribe button, man. Also share this on all social media platforms. Let's grow this channel. Also, let's grow the Big Blue Crew Sports Network. The link is in the chat. Please go and subscribe to the network, our one centralized location for all of our content. And go subscribe to all the members of the Big Blue Crew Sports. All right, Knicks start the fourth quarter. Towns inbounds to McBride. McBride over to Bridges. Fall away shot from the corner. Good. 113-82. Raptors inbounds. Barnes over to Barrett. Barrett to Barnes. Over to Kelly Olynyk. Olynyk off a screen. 3-point shot up and good. 113-85. All right, Towns inbounds to McBride. McBride looking over to Towns. Towns finds Precious Achua down low for the easy dunk. 115-85. Good look by Karl Anthony Towns. All right, Olynyk over to Grady, and the ball is stolen by Precious Achua. And he is fouled, and that might be a clear path. All right, you're going to have to take a look at it and see. More than likely, it was a clear path foul. So it should be 2 free throws and the ball. So they're under review right now, looking to see if it's a clear path, which it is. Well, we'll see. We'll see what the officials decide. All right, let's see what they're going to call. So got to be a clear path, man. So it looked like the Knicks will probably shoot. I don't know if they're going to call it a take foul, so shoot 1 free throw in the ball. So Deuce McBride will be at the free throw line. And the free throw is no good. Knicks will have the ball side out. All right. Deuce Towns inbound to McBride. McBride over to Mikal Bridges for his 3-point shot from the corner. No good. Rebounded by Kelly Olynyk out to Grady Dick. Grady over to RJ Barrett. Pull up 3-point shot. No good. Rebounded by Boucher. His shot is up. No good, but he'll be at the free throw line. And Boucher's first free throw's up, and it's good. All right, Boucher's second free throw's up, and it's also good. All right, Knicks with the ball. Cameron Payne over to Towns. Towns in the lane, looking, spins and scores. All right, and Barrett in the lane. Shot is up. No good, but it'll be Raptors ball. 117-87. All right, Raptors inbound. Barrett inbound and is stolen by Towns. Towns over to Deuce McBride. McBride in the corner, out to Cameron Payne for his 3-point shot, up and good. 120-87. Raptors inbound. Over to Boucher. Boucher, the Grady Dick, out to RJ Barrett. Barrett in the lane, lays it up and in. 120-89. Towns inbounds to Deuce McBride. 9:43 left to go in the fourth quarter. McBride with the ball. Over to Towns. Towns looking over to Mikal Bridges. And ball slips out of his hand. So it'll be Raptors ball. Raptors ball. Knicks up by 31 points. Barrett inbounds to Barnes. Barnes over to Grady. And it's a foul on the floor. Cameron Payne. All right. Raptors inbound. Barnes inbounds. Looking. Inbounds to Kelly Olynyk. Back to Barnes. Barnes around it. Olynyk team. Barnes in the corner to Boucher. Boucher with the 3-point shot, up and good. 120-92. He'll knock them down and leave them open. Towns inbounds to Cameron Payne. Payne down the lane, and the ball is stolen by Boucher. And here comes the Raptors. Over to Scotty Barnes. Back to RJ Barrett, and he is fouled. So Barrett will be at the free throw line. So Barrett's first free throw's up, and it's good. Barrett's second free throw's up, and it's also good. 120-94. Knicks got him on the ropes. Yeah, Wills, they got him on the ropes. Yeah, they had a strong second and a strong third quarter, man. Knicks are beating the brakes off these boys. All right. Towns inbounds to Cameron Payne. Payne with the ball, and he is fouled by Kelly Olynyk. So Knicks will take the ball out. 8:53 left to go in the fourth quarter. 26-point Knicks lead. All right. Knicks at the inbounds. Payne inbounds to Karl Anthony Towns. Towns backdoor to Precious Achiuwa. His shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Deuce McBride. Out to Karl Anthony Towns. Back to Precious Achiuwa. His shot is up. Still no good. And it'll be an offensive foul on Karl Anthony Towns. All right, so it'll be Raptors ball. Raptors inbound the ball. Barnes inbounds to Barrett. And ball is deflected out. So Raptors will inbound the ball again. All right. All right, Grady inbounds to Barnes. Barnes throws it to Barrett, and he is fouled. So Barrett will be back at the free throw line again. 120-94. 26-point Knicks lead. Barrett's first free throw's up, and it's good. $120-95. Barrett's second free throw is up and is also good. 120-96. All right, Knicks inbounds. Precious Achua inbounds to Cameron Payne. Cameron Payne with the ball. Across the timeline, Payne over to Towns. Towns over to Mikal Bridges. Bridges throws it back, and it's stolen by Boucher. Boucher with the ball over to R.J. Barrett. Barrett in the corner to Grady Dick for his three-point shot, up and good. 120-99. Knicks with the ball. McBride inbounds to Cameron Payne. Payne down the lane. Payne lays it up and in. 122-99. All right. Grady inbounds to R.J. Barrett. Barrett over to Kelly Olynyk. Olynyk looking. Finds Barnes. Barnes in the lane. Shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Deuce McBride. Here comes the Knicks over to Mikal Bridges. Bridges with the ball. Over to Karl Anthony Towns. Towns looking. Finds Deuce McBride for the dunk. 124-99. Barrett inbounds to Grady. Grady with the ball. Looking. Throws to Boucher. Three-point shot. Up and good. 124-102. All right. Bridges inbounds to Cameron Payne. Payne around the town screen. Payne looking over to Deuce McBride. Over to Precious Achua. Back to Mikal Bridges. Bridges, three-point shot up. No good. Rebounded by Precious Achua. To Karl Anthony Towns, who puts it up and in. 126-102. Raptors inbound. Grady inbounds to R.J. Barrett. Back to Grady. Grady down to R.J. Barrett, guarded by Deuce McBride. R.J. Barrett spins. Shot is up. No good, but he'll be at the free throw line. Timeout on the floor. So, Knicks in control right now, 126-102 in this game. Like I said, all these wins, Knicks got to start stacking these wins, man. Just, hey, start stacking these wins. Look at some other scores around the NBA's. All right, other scores. Cavs up 113-108 over the Jazz. So 3:11 left to go in the fourth quarter. Also in the fourth quarter, 4:18 left to go. Atlanta now in control of that game against the Timberwolves, 104-96 in that game. 5:24 left to go in the fourth quarter. Miami up 96-87 over Brooklyn. Also, end of the third quarter, 14 seconds left to go. Milwaukee up 92-70 over Chicago. Also, 3:45 left to go in the third quarter. Clippers trailing Memphis 79-78. 334 left to go in the third quarter in that game. Also, 5:38 left to go in the third quarter. OKC up 80-77 over the Wizards. Halftime score, Dallas up 62-53 over the Portland Trailblazers. And a score that went final, Houston beats Charlotte 114-101. And Orlando comes back and beats Boston 108-104. Philadelphia also beats San Antonio 111-106. And like I said, the two 10 o'clock games will start be Phoenix at Denver, Indiana at Golden State, and then the last game at 10:30 will be the Detroit Pistons at LA Lakers. That'll be at 10:30. Right now, like I said, our score, Knicks up 126-102. All right, so almost back to live action. All right, so Barrett at the free throw line. His first free throw is up and is good. 126-103. All right, Barrett's second free throw is up and is also good. 126-104. 6:41 left to go in the fourth quarter. Towns inbounds to Jalen Brunson, who just checked back in. It is Brunson, Towns, McBride, OG Anunoby, and Precious Achua. Brunson in the lane, out to Deuce McBride for a three-point shot, up no good. And it's an offensive foul on Karl Anthony Towns. And Josh Hart will be looking to check back into the game soon. So Josh Hart checking. Let me see if Towns. Let me see. Yeah, Karl Anthony Towns just fouled out the game. So Barnes' first free throw is up, is no good. 126-104. Barnes' second free throw is up and it's good. 126-105. 21-point Knicks lead. Karl Anthony Towns fouls out with a double-double, 31 points, 10 boards. All right, Knicks inbound. Precious Achua inbounds over to Jalen Brunson. Brunson directing traffic at the top at the Knicks logo. Brunson being double teamed. Throws to Deuce McBride over to Precious Achua. Achua, his 3-point shot is up, no good. Rebounded by Achua out to OG Anunoby. OG goes in the lane. His shot is up and good. 128-105. Raptors inbound. Boucher over to RJ Barrett. Barrett over to Grady. Grady down the lane, lays it up and in. 128-107. Deuce McBride inbounds to Jalen Brunson. All right, Brunson around the McBride screen. And the ball is kicked and deflected out, so it'll be Knicks ball. 14 seconds on the shot clock. All right. Knicks inbound. All right. Brunson over to McBride. Back to Brunson. Brunson looking over to Josh Hart for his 3-point shot is up and it's good. 131-107. All right. Raptors inbound. Olynyk over to Barrett. Barrett over to Barnes, and he is fouled by Jalen Brunson. So Barnes will be at the free throw line. 24-point Knicks lead. Barnes' first free throw is up, and it's good. 131-108. Barnes' second free throw is up, and it's also good. 131-109. Mikal Bridges will check back into the game for Deuce McBride. 22-point Knicks lead. Knicks will inbound the ball. OG Anunoby inbounds to Jalen Brunson. On the floor for the Knicks is OG Anunoby, Josh Hart, Jalen Brunson, Mikal Bridges, and Precious Achua. All right, Brunson guarded by Barnes. Brunson with the ball over to over to OG Anunoby. Back to Brunson. His 3-point shot is blocked by Boucher over to Barnes. Back to Boucher, and he dunks it. 131-111. 20-point Knicks lead. All right, Knicks inbound. Bridges inbounds to Josh Hart. Hart across the timeline. Hart in the corner to OG Anunoby. OG back to Brunson. Brunson around the OG screen over to Hart to OG Anunoby, and it's out of bounds, deflected out of bounds off of OG Anunoby. So it'll be Raptors ball. Raptors with the ball. Olynyk inbounds to Barnes. Barnes to Boucher. Boucher to Kelly Olynyk for his 3-point shot up and good. 131-114. Knicks inbounds. OG Anunoby inbounds to Jalen Brunson. Brunson down the lane. Shot is up and good. 133-114. Timeout on the floor. Raptors. 19-point Knicks lead. 4:09 left to go in the fourth quarter. Like I said, Knicks in firm control of this game up 133-114. Great finish by the Knicks, man. Knicks had a strong third quarter, second quarter, and third quarter. So Knicks in firm control of this, man. All right, just waiting off a commercial, man. Like I said, Knicks in firm control of this game, man. All right, like I said, Knicks in control of this one right now, man. The only thing, just assault this one away, man. $19-point Knicks lead, man. Thank you guys for tapping in from YouTube, Twitter, and all social media platforms, man. Please hit that like and subscribe button to the Man-Cave podcast as well as the Big Blue Crew Sports Network. All right, back to action. Raptors with the ball. Alley-oop throw, and it's deflected. Stolen by the Knicks. Mikal Bridges over to Jalen Brunson. Brunson around a Josh Hart screen. Brunson guarded by Mokbo over to Deuce McBride. McBride over to OG Anunoby in the corner for his three-point shot, and it's a 24-second shot violation. 3:33 left to go in the fourth quarter. 19-point Knicks lead. Look like the Raptors have pulled their starters out. The Knicks still got their starters in right now. Jacoby Walters with the ball. Walters down the lane. Shot is up, no good, but he will be going to the free throw line. All right. So Walter's first free throw is up and it's good. 133-115. And it looked like Jericho Simzo checking the game for the Knicks for Precious Achiuwa. Now you're checking for OG Anunoby. 3:21 left to go in the fourth quarter. Knicks up 133-115. And Walter's second free throw is up, no good. Rebounded by the Raptors. Look like the Raptors have it. Battle throws it out. Throws the ball out. And the 3-point shot is up and is good. 133-118. So the Raptors down 15. Brunson inbounds to McBride. McBride back to Brunson. Brunson guarded by Jacoby Walters. Brunson in the lane out to Deuce McBride. McBride looking. McBride, his shot is up. No good. Air ball rebounded by Mokbo. Mokbo with the ball. Guarded by McBride. Mokbo looking. Throws backdoor. And battle for the dunk, but is blocked by Jericho Sims. So the battle will be at the free throw line. First free throw's up, and it's good. 133-119. Second free throw's up, and it's also good. 133-120. Knicks haven't scored like in the last 2 or 3 minutes. 13-point Knicks lead. Knicks inbound. Jericho Sims will inbounds to Jalen Brunson. Brunson, 2:33 left to go in the game. Brunson with the ball. Around the Josh Hart screen. Brunson over to Josh Hart. In the corner to Deuce McBride. It's to Jericho Sims. And his shot is up and no good, but he is fouled. So he'll be at the free throw line. Yeah, you're right. We got to start scoring again. Yeah, 2 minutes and 13 seconds left to go. You know, Knicks got into a little funk. They get up 133, and then they just stopped scoring. All right, Sims at the free throw line. Jericho Sims, his first free throw is up, and it's good. 134-120. Second free throw is up, and it's also good. 135-120, 15-point Knicks lead. All right, Raptors inbound. Over to Jacoby Walters. Walters with the ball over to Battle. Battle looking. Battle still with the ball. Those alley and it's deflected by the Knicks, but Jacoby Walters gets it back and it's out of bounds. Will be Knicks ball. So Knicks will inbound. All right. Knicks inbound to Deuce McBride. McBride goes the timeline over to Brunson. Brunson around a Josh Hart screen. Brunson down the lane, back to Jericho Sims, out to Deuce McBride. McBride's jump shot from the free throw line up and good, 137-120. All right, Raptors inbound. Mokbo inbounds to Jacoby Walters. Walters down the lane. His shot is up, no good, but he'll go to the free throw line. And look like Tyler Kolek will enter the game for the Knicks. Tyler Kolek will come in the game for Jalen Brunson. 137-121. Walters' first free throw's up and good. Second free throw's up and is also good. 137-122. Also look like Larry Shamet will check into the game for the first time for the Knicks. Knicks just signed him, brought him up, elevated out, so he'll be playing. And also Jacob Toppin will come into the game also, so the Knicks will pull the starters out. 124 left to go. 137-122. Knicks inbounds. Shamet inbounds to Tyler Kolek. Kolek with the ball. Kolek over to Jacob Toppin, back to Kolek. Kolek Down the lane, throws it out to Larry Shamet, back to Kolek. Kolek looking back to Larry Shamet. Shamet. Fall away jump shot up and good. 139-122. So Shamet with his first Knicks basket. All right. Raptors inbound. Jacoby Walters in the lane. His shot is up. No good, but he is going to the free throw line. So Shamet, like I said, man, he's gonna come in. He's gonna be off the bench, man, for some more bench depth and scoring and stuff like that. So, and he's a shooter, so we need that in that second unit too. All right, Walters' first free throw's up and is good. All right, his second free throw's up and is also good. 139-124. All right, Knicks inbounds. Top end inbounds to Tyler Kolek. Kolek, 15-point Knicks lead, 50 seconds left to go. Kolek down the lane. And looked like it blocked. I thought he got fouled, but all right. Kolek inbounds to Deuce McBride. McBride. 3-point shot from the corner, no good. Rebounded by the Raptors. Up to Jacoby Walters, and here comes the Raptors. 33 seconds left to go. And Walter is fouled by Tyler Kolek, so Jacoby Walters will go back to the free throw line again. All right. Walters' first free throw is up, and it's good. Second free throw's up, no good. 139-125. All right, Knicks are inbound, and that should just about do it, man. Kolek, 27 seconds left to go. Kolek will just probably dribble it out and let the Raptors inbound the ball. All right, so this is a violation. So the Raptors will inbound. And the Raptors will do the same thing too. They'll just hold the ball. 139. Final score is 139-125. Great win for the Knicks. Like I said, this is a game the Knicks had to have. This is a game that they should have had, and the Knicks went ahead and took care of this game in the second and the third quarter. Once again, the final score is 139-125. And I'll read off the final stats in this game. Final stats for the visiting Toronto Raptors. Jonathan Mokbo finishes with 8 points. Scotty Barnes finishes with 24 points. RJ Barrett finishes with 23 points. Abaji finishes with 4 points. Grady Dick finishes with 16 points. Kelly Olynyk off the bench with 6 points. Chris Boucher, the high man, off the bench with 16 points. Jamison Battle with 4 points. Davion Mitchell had 5. AJ Lawson had 3. And Jacoby Walters, another solid game again against the Knicks. 16 points off the bench. Overall shooting for the Raptors, 42 of 77 for 55%. 3-point shooting, 11 of 28 for 38%. Free throw shooting, 30 of 37 for 81% for the Raptors. Raptors finished with 30 rebounds and 28 assists, as well as 15 turnovers in the game. For the New York Knicks, Mikal Bridges, 14 points. OG Anunoby, big game, 31 points, 7 rebounds. Karl Anthony Towns, another double-double, 31 points, 10 rebounds, and also 7 assists, almost a triple-double. Jalen Brunson finishes with 12 points and 7 assists. Josh Hart finishes with 11 points and 3 rebounds, 4 assists. Off the bench, Precious Achiuwa with 5 points and 7 rebounds. Jericho Sims had 2 points. Cameron Payne, the high man, off the bench with 19 points. Miles McBride with 12 points off the bench. Landry Shamet in his first game for the Knicks finishes with 2 points. Overall shooting for the Knicks, 51 of 86 for 59%. 3-point shooting, 17 of 37 for 46%. Free throws, they was 20 of 29 for 69%. Knicks finished with 35 rebounds and 20 assists. 35 rebounds and 34 assists in the game, and they finished with 14 turnovers. So once again, big win for the Knicks, man, 139 to 125. Knicks get the dub. That's what really matters, man. Knicks go to 19-10 on the season, 4 straight wins in a row. The Knicks' next game will be against the San Antonio Spurs on Christmas Day from Madison Square Garden. That game will be at noon, and I think I should be calling that game. So I'll see. I think I should be good to go for that game. So I'll be back on there Christmas Day, man, at 12 o'clock to call that Knicks game. And I want to thank everybody for tapping in, man. Shout out to the chat. Neymar, thanks for the support as always. Wales, what's good, my brother? Thanks for the support. Dewani Timberlake, always, man. Thanks for tapping in. Big Pat, as always, thanks for tapping and supporting, man. Tyrone Hall, thanks for tapping in, man. Almighty Finesse, yes, sir. Thanks for tapping in. El Capitan, Rafachudo, thanks for tapping in, man. Like I said, man, we will see you guys the next time. Like I said, I should be back on Saturday doing the Knicks and the Spurs at 12 o'clock on Christmas Day, man. But before we go, man, please hit that like and subscribe button to the Man-Cave podcast. If this is your first time to my channel, man, please hit that like and subscribe button, man. It costs you nothing, man. It's free. And also subscribe and share on all social media platforms, YouTube, Twitter, and all social media platforms, man. Greatly appreciate it. And also, man, subscribe to the Big Blue Crew Sports Network, our one centralized location for all of our contents: basketball, boxing, baseball, football, UFC, MMA, soccer, and wrestling, man. And also go subscribe to all the members of the Big Blue Crew Sports, myself, Man-Cave Podcast, Big Pat Sports Talk, G Nation Inside Sports with Big Lou, Unpopular Opinion Sports with NYG, Coach Ed Gladney's Amazing World of Sports, also Classified 3F with Joel, Miz in the Midday, Wales to New Jersey, who was just in the chat. Go subscribe to him. Also Big Blue in the Bronx, Knicks Cast, Zion Zenith, Mac the Giants fan, Leaf Diggy, Mets 2128, El Capitan, Rafachudo. Also subscribe to the newest members, man, TP Way, also Delay of Game Crew, Deception, and Miss Trina as well, man. So go subscribe to all the members of the Big Blue Crew Sports Network. And like I said, right now, also on the network, the Nets against the Miami Heat is Leaf Diggy is doing that, main streaming that, so you can go check that out. So go support, hit that like and subscribe button. Also, man, go over to G Nation Inside Sports on the Big Blue Crew Sports, doing Monday Night Football right now. G Nation Inside Sports right now on the Big Blue Crew Sports. Go over there and support that, tap into that, and subscribe. As always, like I said, we'll see you guys next time, man.
This has been a Big Blue Crew Sports Network production.
Who's got the rocket launcher? I say we blow it up. Now fire that thing.
It's for the city of sports, playing with a giant Nick. With my man S. Dot God.
That's him.
You feel the vibe?
That's me.
We going live.
That's us.
That like button shared, you been subscribed.
Stadium.
That MetLife, Big Blue, home of the Braves.
Yeah.
That turnpike, you can see that's where the game's played. NFL one day, then it's the NBA. Madison Square Garden, that's where the Knicks play. This that NY Logan, North don't get broken. Legalize mean this shit smoking. I'm on topic, dropping another episode. The game winner, trade, maybe a field goal. Everybody right now doing the wave. You tune in, the show called The Man-Cave. I see the chat, they always doing their thing. Big views, 85 inch screen. The game's on, you rush and bleed. Remain calm, you on the road and chill. Do the watch along, the show's on. The host, you know it's S-God. It's no telling, the panel filled with guest stars. You now rocking with the voice, you know what it is. It's your boy J Boogie. You now rocking with my man S-God. I support him to the fullest, you heard? My man Mike Blaze, this is Alter Productions. What that mean? We about to alter everything that's planned. Tune in, my man S.TOD. Support the show. Subscribe, share it. Most importantly, hit that like button.